Hello and welcome. It is the 11th of November 2017, and let's do another exercise. And I am back to July of the year 2015, a little over 2 years ago. Back when Bitcoin prices, I think it was 600 US dollars and 1,673 satoshi. And that means a lot more, that number, today with the prices about 10 times higher. Well, 16,000 satoshi is about this equivalence. The program in which I made just a little bit of code. The start of it, the first 5 lines just indicates numbers that I'm using, tokens, which is what you own, the total sum of coins bought, the amount in sum you spent on coins, the amount of coins you sell, how much you get in sum for the sales, and a bunch of other codes just to really buy and sell. And then we would use it for statistics. Here's the program. And let's start. So we're going to buy 1673. How many? Okay, let's just start off with 25,000, and of course 1673 is the price. And I put this on every situation in case you put a wrong number in. I can undo it. It's really a pain in the butt if you put wrong information in. So if you accidentally put in like 16,000 or 167 satoshi, that would really screw up the calculations. Okay, so the coin inventory says 25,000. I should have it set up mathematically. If I push 3, nothing should happen. Yes, because it would have a div 0 error. So in the situation here, you'd have sell orders below, maybe at 1,000 even. Where would you, or buy orders rather? Buy orders probably around 1,000. Sell orders, you're looking at right below here. How many would you sell? Well, you have 25,000, maybe 8,000 or so. But I'm not going to say I'm going to put a sell order for this many here and there, but be realistic about something I would do in each situation as time moves on. But I would buy it at 1,000 and I would sell it about 29 something, 29.95. So there's a buy at around 1,000. So we'll put that into the program, and 25,000 was bought before. I easily would have bought less. We'll say 7,500, and purchase accepted, and the coin inventory goes up. Now you reduce your sell a little bit because the 18 average of highs is reducing, but you want to sell well above the 18 average of highs. We're looking at like 20, say 2275-ish or so. So we don't sell here, and you're buying at like 500. Okay, well there's your buy right there. So we'll enter another buy in. We'll say 12,000. The prices are cheaper. You can buy more. And now that you bought at 500, 18 averages here, you can afford to sell at like 15.95. Buy at like 250. Well, I said 15.95. That doesn't come up there. Although, let's get real here for a second. You missed that sale. Yeah, that's correct. But you want to either increase that number or bring it back to like 13. What was the exact high? 1420. It's like 13.95. So let's hypothetically do that because this is the exact situation for why you would do it. But you'd have to ask yourself, are you going to buy back when price action is like this? I'd have to say yes, assuming you always come to the computer when the market closes. Let's just assume that's what you do every single day. So we have a 13.95 sale in. So we'll put a sell in. How many do we want to sell? We'll say we sell like 7,500 and 13.95, and that's correct. And then you want to buy back. It's 1,000, so let's buy back like say 8,500. And statistically speaking, our average buy already is 1208. The average sell is 1392. And we're down right now about 0.8 Bitcoin. That'll change in time. So at this stage in here, you would again keep the sell orders, same thing, 13, same number, and you would see that you'd have the exact same result with a 917 buyback. Because at the end of the, once you made the buy for 1,000, sell order 1395. You come back the next day, 12, 24 hours later, you see you got a sell order and it's 917. You should be pretty happy. So let's make a sale then, and let's do another sell of about 7,500. After all, you don't want to sell too many. You're going to have sell orders higher. Realistically, you're going to have sell orders around 2,000 and 3,000. And if the market gets there, I'll be realistic to where the sells would come in. So satoshi price, we have 1395, and we can buy that back. So let's buy back 9,000, and we're buying it back at 917. So the same thing would be in for 1395. Now the next day, I think it undercuts it. Yeah, so you don't sell the next day. But look at this. Now it goes up to 2,600. So we're going to get the 1395 taken care of first. So we'll go. So around like 2,000 and 3,000. Let's assume we sell nothing about north of 2,000. That's very realistic. That happens to me frequently now and again. So we're going to sell, say, another 7,500 at, say, 1995. And now, statistically speaking, you're up. Because you're down in Bitcoins 2.6. Your current Bitcoin value is 6.3. So now you're up about 4 Bitcoins at this time frame. But we also see that the price is 1,000 at the end of the day. I mean, it's almost like, yeah, baby. So 15,000 were sold at higher prices, so 20,000 is easily bought. And there you go. So where do you want to sell? Obviously, you probably want to consider selling around 2,500 and 1395. Where would you be buying previous low? There's your previous low hit, which is basically 501, which technically doesn't hit yet. Okay, now it does. By 10,000. So with now in the situation here, you basically have your sell orders lower. Probably under 1,000 is good right now. Maybe 800 because you're still going to sell it here. So, or 850, 850. Let's do that, and let's buy at 250 if it goes way lower. Okay, well that's 250, even 100, but oh, 63. Okay, we'll take both of them. I mean, don't think I'd go lower than 100, but 250 and 100 I'd put a buy order in for realistically. So let's do 12,500 at 251. And let's do 20,000 at 101. And the price is 336 right now. So let's sell 15,000 of them at 336. How are our stats? We're down 2.5 Bitcoins. Good thing Bitcoin isn't as valuable right now. It will be in the future. Because you have minus 5.12 Bitcoins less than what you started with. So whatever your Bitcoin value is plus 5.12 is what you've actually deposited total. And what you have in tokens right now would be worth 2.67 at 336. And you're realistically selling again, we'll say 750. And then that gives a good number with the 1,400 and then the 2,500. Well, there's a 750 hit. And realistically, you're going to buy back at like 500. So we'll just do 750 and 500. So we'll sell 11,000 at 40 900, and we'll buy 12,000 at 501, and then now I'll put a seller for like 888. Okay, I'm not going to buy to say 200. Ooh, that misses. 202. I'd go 201. I'm not going to count that. I'll keep the 201 in, but what were we selling at? 750 or 888? I think I said. We'll do 888. Go on a vacation. Ooh, 101. Did it hit? Did it hit? Did it hit on this day? 100. It did. It did. So let's buy. Let's fill her up to 100,000. So 100,000 of these things available. I don't want to sell this until at least 250. So 249. Buy at like 25. I don't know. Well, 25, yeah. There's a 249 hit. And we'll sell 10,000 of them. And now that that's the case, I'm going to increase my buy order to 100 again. And next sale would be like, well, we did sell here, so we're looking at probably like a 61.8 at like 450. Why not there? 450-ish. So 449. What did we say we were going to buy back at? Because I don't know, I'm just going to buy the current market price at 161. And then try to sell that at 295. And buy at 100. Okay, there's 100. Then at 25. Hope I can afford this. That would be something else. This is why it's important playing this game, to have a game plan to be able to afford such. So the 100, I'll put a seller in for like, I don't know, 220, 225 and like 350 and realistic numbers above there. There's 225 sell. And of course, you're buying that back at 100, selling at like 350. Okay, there's a 350 sale. Let's take a look at some statistics. You're down a little bit still. Prices are so low, though. 378 satoshi. What do you expect? But average buy 614, average sale 775. Buy back at 235. But of course, and let's get realistic here. How are you going to sell this up to 1800? We're going to be selling probably around 640. So we'll sell, say, 12,000 here. You probably have a sale in around 1,000. And 1750, or what I go, yep, 1750 doesn't even, we'll just say you did, and that was your last one. And this next one above that would be like 26 or 25. Now, when you see a situation like this, the stats are going to look beautiful. If you're up about 10 Bitcoin. And we're in a situation with 1566. Where do you want to buy? 18 average of highs is like 873. You don't want to buy for a while. Where do you want to sell? Because that's important. Where do you adjust your sell orders? Do you want to sell more now? And that's one strategy. You could be like, you know what? I got 60,000. I mean, it's just so easy for me to just go in there and say, oh, we can sell some. I mean, let's do 9,800. It's just so high. There we go, down to 51,000. And now we might buy at 1,000. But look to sell at under 3, under 5, under 75. There's the under 3. So we'll sell probably about like 11,000. Now where do you buy? 1,500? Sell order at 5,000, buy 15. There's not much more I can do right now. Oh, there's a 5,000. Okay. What would you do about 8,000? Oh, by the way, the statistics. You're up about 24 Bitcoin and change. Wow, nice. Okay. Where would you buy here? I mean, even like down to like 3,400, 3,500 is 50% off, and that's still way too high. This is what you got to know about these things. What time frame are we in, by the way? We're October 2016. Let's do this a two-parter, but yeah, this is just interesting. 2,000, man. I mean, this is what you really got to be picky. You got to play it like it could be a bull market and it can sustain this rally, but it's going to hold a low pretty high whenever these coins do something like this. And there you go. 2,000 gets hit. The next day. I mean, that's sick. The next day it gets hit. Let's do 12,000. Next, don't even buy again until like 1,000. Now we can sell this. That looks like, let's log this baby for now. 4,500. 4,500 in between. Yeah, 4,500, buy at 1,000. Nothing the next day. Settling down, which means no transactions for us. There's the 1,000 buy. Here's the thing. You got 4.73 net Bitcoins. You've already, so you have a balance pretty good. You could withdraw a couple, obviously buy other coins, but other coins you should be playing the same way too, really. Oh, okay. So this is where you can get a little aggressive in the game. And I'm going to end part one doing so. I mean, I already know what the net result is going to be, but I want to see what the net result is going to be as far as the approximate numbers are concerned. So you say to yourself, okay, let's do it, but let's serious. Let's get more aggressive in the buy orders. But for now, every so often, we could just add here and there. So that's what we'll do. We'll buy another 12,500, 967, and still buy at 500. Looking to sell maybe at 2,500 now. Buying at like 5. Did 2,500 hit here? No. This is where I'd want to up it to 3 or bring it back down. I'm going to up it to 3. And now it's doing a bunch of nothing, allowing you to go on vacation. And it's almost Christmas time. You can buy a few gifts with Bitcoin at this point if the POT has been working for you. Small-time traders can take advantage of these moves, but you're playing this long term. Literally, you could just do this and every single day, just log in at the same time. And the strategy is going to work. And how beautiful is it when you end up ending the day here and it's like 4,700. You're like, oh, and yeah, sell a bit more. You put your buy orders in and then you log in the next day and it's down here, and you can buy more, and well, had to sell it here, but of course it'll come back. We know that it will. I went to 3,000 sell, I think. Although technically speaking, let's get real here. You almost have to sell here. Early on, when it was looking like it was going to break out, that's why you don't sell at this point. But when you've had an entire month or so to think this over, it's almost 100% certain I'm at least going to sell here. But the realistic part is I actually will sell around here and here. But for this game purpose, we're going to do 2,200, 22 or 21.99, which of course I think does hit here. And there's of course where it could end up missing after 21.99. Now you're talking like going 4,000. But we're going to end part one. We'll sell, say, 1,200, 12,000. That's a lot. Let's just go 9,000. Okay, that'll work. 5 Bitcoins back. And the number this should get to when I finish part 2 should be pretty decent, as this run of duration time is only going to be about 11 months. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten the time frame out to the 400-minute time frame from part 2 on. Take care.